my God, welcome. I'm Catherine, and this is Off Topic with Catherine, where stories spill over, lessons get learned, life gets messy, just like it should. Thank you for joining me today. And today I need not one, not two, but several cups of coffee. Because today's episode, did take me a while to kind of process and see how I would start it. And it's about online dating and me. Now, after 20 years of marriage and two relatively, longish, maybe a bit, 3-4 year relationships that ended, I thought, you know what the heck? Let me just try online dating. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard in the sense that, it's like, who are these people? Who, like it's so weird. It's such a weird feeling. What happened to that organic way of meeting people? Well, it's no longer there. Where are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? So here I went, and I got myself on some dating sites. And you know what? In all fairness, men are great, women are great, and there's a lot of strange men out there, a lot of strange women out there. And I can assure you that people could write documentaries about me too, for sure, without a doubt. But it's not really about what they can write about me. It's what I can share with you about my experiences, or a few of my experiences on online dating. Now, I'm going to try to keep this within 15 minutes because I could go on for hours and hours and hours. So I actually have my little timer here to kind of stop me in 15 minutes because really I could go on for hours. So just a little bit about the two relationships I had before I went on online dating. There was this gentleman, nice man, but he never had kids. So I have two children of my own. At the time, they were kind of teenagers. And so suddenly, he had become this expert in child rearing. I don't know. He kept telling me that if he had kids, his kids would be acing in school and eating nothing but vegetables. Anyways. That was that. Second fella, nice man, nice fella. But, I think 90% of our conversations were about his ex-wife. So everybody out there, men out there, women out there, nobody wants to hear about your exes. Just leave them where they were. You could chit-chat with them, but don't speak to your present partner about your ex. Nobody cares. Trust me, nobody. And so here I was. So I'm on this dating site, and let me see. What was okay. I'm going to call this fella Beard Guy for the obvious reason that he had this long beard. Handsome man, nice man. And he says, where would you like to go? I don't know. Let's go, have a bite. It was noon. So he said, yeah, sure, perfect. So here we go to this restaurant. What does he order? He orders carrot soup. And he has a white beard. Can you picture this? No, I hope you can't. Because my entire focus during the whole meal was on his beard and how the carrot soup was blending into that. I know what it sounds like. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you, but this was my first date with him. So this was Beard Guy, okay? Just one date. I'm just going to share one date with you because it lasted only one time. Second time, we didn't do that. Then second guy, we're going to refer to him as Up North Guy. Now, Up North Guy, again, these are all nice people. No harm intended. But Up North Guy, my age, mind you, all these fellas are my age. No one's younger, no one's considerably older. Because I don't want to be anybody's mother, and I don't want to be anybody's, caretaker. So Up North Guy, we went out a couple of times. We had a great time. And then he told me that, He's up north for 3 months out of the year because he has a 12-year-old son who was competitive in skiing. So for 3 months out of the year, he would go and stay up north and work up north. So it would just be those 3 months, and the other 8 months he would be entirely available. I looked at him and I thought, are you kidding me? And he said, what's wrong with that? I said, no, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not seasonal. We don't do summer, spring, and fall here and winter disappear. I mean, for all I know, did he have another family somewhere up north that he was not available here for the rest of the time? Anyway, so we saw each other a couple of times. Pleasant guy, but no, thank you. And then let's see who was. Oh, okay. Next gentleman. This was very interesting, actually. We decided to meet, and he said, "Oh, I'd like to take you to the museum." I said, "Oh, okay, that's interesting, but all right, sure, I'm into that." He doesn't ask me what I like, what I don't like. Do I even like museums? But I thought, maybe he's got something interesting in mind. He's a connoisseur. I don't know. So he takes me to the museum to look at all the pop art. Nothing against pop art, but no thank you. And during the whole conversation, he spoke to me 2 hours about his mother. Yeah, his mother. And the other 2 hours about his ex-wife, that they had gotten divorced 7 years prior. And what a turbulent relationship that was. But that he hopes to never see her on a dating site because she was his forever in his heart. He's telling me this. And I looked at him and I said, "What are you doing here with me?" "What?" He says, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, are you serious?" And he said, "Yeah, I like you. And what do you think? Can we see each other again?" I said, "No." "Why?" "What do you mean, why? You just spent 2 hours talking to me about your mother and the other 2 about your ex-wife, and I'm sitting there biting my nails." I said, "You know what? You got to get your blank together. Get yourself off dating sites. Get your blank together. Go get yourself the therapy that you need, and then maybe reach out to someone." That was pop art man. Yes. And then there was a flip-flop guy. So flip-flop guy was, again, nice man, about the same age. It was in the summer, and we went to an outdoor festival. We went and had some fries, nice little drink. And he's walking around in flip-flops. The first date, he's flopping away. So we're walking, and he's flopping. I wanted to run, but I didn't, obviously. And then we finally sit down. Thankfully, we managed to sit down somewhere. As we're sitting down, we're talking. He's telling me what he still does. And I said, "Oh, okay, well, that's pretty good." I mean, he's a maintenance fella in some big condo, I don't know, building. And I said, "Well, that's nice. Do you like it?" He says, "No." I said, "Oh, okay, well, why are you doing it then?" He says, "Well, because growing up, my parents never really encouraged me to do anything else. So I have very little self-esteem, like minuscule." I said, "Oh, okay." He says, "Yeah, I don't really feel good about myself. And, my self-esteem has been seriously, compromised." And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not saving anybody. And yeah, no, thank you. So that was one date. And then he says, "You think we can see each other again?" And my friend said, "Well, why don't you just go?" He was a nice man, so I went. And what was really sweet is he brought me flowers. He brought me, actually, what do you call those, sunflowers? I thought it was so beautiful in this like brown paper, just so thoughtful. And I said, I'm just going to give him a chance. Hopefully he'll give me a chance and we could get to know each other a little bit better. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I sat there for like, I don't know, an hour and a half trying to boost his morale. Yeah, trying to tell him, somebody that I hardly even know, that he can do it. Like over 60, he can do it. What can he do over 60? You've done everything you should have done. So this was a flip-flop guy. Now, there was one more that I'm going to talk about today, because again, I could talk about this forever and ever. And he was red wine, white wine. And red wine, white wine, I had told him that at some point that I like to walk, and I do. I can walk for hours and hours and hours. I just love walking. And I could hike. I mean, I could go everywhere. I went hiking alone in Portugal. I was the only person there actually with my tour guide. So I absolutely loved it. And he said, oh, you like hiking? I like hiking too. And I said, oh, that's nice. So we arranged to meet, and we meet. He doesn't tell me that he wants to take me hiking. No. So he comes in hiking boots, and I come in my, 1 or 2 inch cute little sandals. And he expects me to hike up a mountain, and I'm in a dress. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not dressed for this. It doesn't matter, we'll have fun. You know what, I did it. I actually went up a mountain. I don't know how long it took us. And once we reach on the top, he's carrying a backpack, and he takes out 2 little bottles, not big bottles, but little bottles of red wine and white wine. I said, oh, what's this? And he says, well, I didn't know what your favorite one was. Was it red or was it white? And I thought, that's really sweet. I mean, it was so thoughtful. He didn't know. But I mean, you're bringing me hiking. Maybe I just don't like hiking that much, and maybe not on a first date, maybe. So that's pretty much what it was all about. And I think we saw each other a couple of more times. And after that, it was just not going to happen. So that's a little bit about my online dating until now. Now listen, I'm still having a little bit of fun. I'm still chit-chatting. And I'm sure people have stories about me just as I do. I have that about them. But I kind of thought that I'd have a little bit of fun today. Now, of course, ideally, I grew up in a generation where we met people organically. Where am I going to do that now? I don't know. Walking down the street? Although actually I did meet somebody walking down the street. No, that's not what was going to happen. So, walking down the street, or I don't know, buying groceries at the grocery stores. I don't know. But you know what? I'm still very happy. And I still am peaceful. And I go home, sleeping very, very, very happy on my own bed diagonally. I'm financially independent. And, again, whatever. And so that's about it until now. And today's Greek coffee wisdom is this. I'm still working on becoming wise. Now, thank you for listening to me today about some of my experiences about online dating. And I'm actually chit-chatting to someone now. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. And, for those of us who feel comfortable doing it, just go and have some fun. Be careful. Stay safe. Don't be a man hater. Don't be a woman hater. Just go meet people. And if it doesn't feel right, or if it doesn't feel safe, just don't do it. Thank you for listening to my episode today. And I hope you stay with me and join me my next time. And just remember that life is a little better when you go off topic. Thank you.